those already released are spending time with their loved ones and hearing more about what happened while they were in captivity. This is 13-year-old Yair Rotem Shoshani, released from captivity on Saturday without her mother, Raya, despite the terms that we've been discussing here with Grisha and with Owen of the deal, which clearly states that families are not to be split up. She told relatives that they were held hostage together until being separated 2 days before she was released. Unimaginable. We now welcome Yair Rotem, Hilla's uncle. And Yair, thank you so much for speaking to us. Another level of cruelty, not only the brutal abduction, being in captivity for more than 7 weeks, but then Hilla is released and Raya, her mom, is still being held hostage. I understand it's her 13th birthday today.
Yeah, it is. And as you said, you just said, another level of cruelty. I have no better words to describe it. You know, what Hamas is doing now. First of all, cruelty, and then it's also really rude violation of the agreement with Israel and mediated by Qatar and the Egyptians. So we're really disappointed, and we don't know what else to expect from Hamas, really.
As you say, it's a clear violation of this truce deal. Mothers and children are not supposed to be split up. So what can you share about the last time Hilla and her mom were together? We understand the sensitivities around this discussion. What can you tell us about what she has told you when she was last with her mom?
Yeah, I understood that Hamas claimed that they were not together, but this Hilla and Emily told us that they were with Raya, and she told us that she had to comb their hair all the time. But there is no doubt that they were together.
And just for clarity for our viewers, Emily, of course, is the little Irish-Israeli girl. We've seen her come home. We've seen her run into the arms of her father. You're looking at it on the screen. You can't describe it. There is nothing quite like seeing this kind of reunion, the hugging right now. Wow, what a moment that was to see that happen. A father and daughter reunited. And Emily, of course, was at a sleepover with Hilla on the Kibbutz on October 7th. Tell us more about what you know about what they went through. What can you share?
Yeah, that's right. She was sleeping over at Hilla's house, and my sister. They're friends, they're family friends as well, and they woke up to the sound of rockets, Iron Dome in Israel, and basically pretty fast the WhatsApp groups in the kibbutz started to report about people's houses burning, people get killed, where is the army, terrorists there, terrorists not in that place, help me, my house is burning, where is the army? And this went like this for many hours, and my sister actually got kidnapped at around 12:05. She sent me the last message. She said they're kidnapping her. I don't know if she knew that before, so she was writing. She felt it's going to happen. And they took them, 3 of them, out of the house, and they went through some neighborhood in the kibbutz until they got on a car. And Hilla described it as, she said there were maybe 10 terrorists with them in the car. Maybe she's overreacting, I'm not sure, but she said they drove really fast with the doors open. They squished them in the car, and they drove into Gaza through a scenery that Hilla knows very well because she grew up in the kibbutz, and we all know it.
And I understand that the children, some of them that have come back, have said that they are whispering now because they have got used to being told to keep their voices down. What can you share on that front?
Yeah, that's 100%. Hilla's voice is really quiet now. She speaks very quietly because she said they got used to whisper. The terrorists told them to not speak loudly, especially at night. They didn't want them to speak at all at night. And in the day, every time they were talking too loud, the terrorists were like hushing them. And so now she's pretty quiet, but I think she's getting used to it, as time goes by.
And if you can share, and I fully understand if you are not able to, what can you tell us about their day in the life in terms of the way they were treated, in terms of how they were fed, in terms of where they slept? What kind of details are you able to share right now, if any?
Yeah, you're actually right. I can't really say anything about it. It's not really important. I mean, even if they would be served Michelin stars food, they're still held in captivity. They're still not in their own beds. They're still threatened by terrorists with guns every day. They know there are bombings around them. They know they went after Kibbutz. They saw houses burning. They saw dead bodies. Some of them they know they are in danger, in life danger situation. So it doesn't matter what conditions they have in captivity. It's still not ideal, to say the least.
To say the least. And of course, that uncertainty of not knowing what tomorrow brings, if tomorrow will come, is just unimaginable for anyone of any age. And to think of the number of children who are facing that darkness, so to speak, right now. We were looking a little bit earlier on the screen at the visuals of you hugging Hilla when you saw her again. The pictures speak for themselves. We can see you embracing her. I don't even know if it needs to be described, because we can see the image, we can see your face, we can only imagine. I can feel the hug, to be perfectly honest. Take us to that moment when you were told that she was coming home, when you knew that she was on the list of people to come back that day.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, you can't be optimistic until you see her with your own eyes, because we also thought that my sister Aya is going to come back, because the agreement said that. And in the end, she wasn't on the list. So if they do something like that, they can also post a list and not include the people on the list. Who knows what they can do, So you don't believe anything until you see them in your own eyes.
And now that you're hearing that the truce is potentially going to be extended, we don't have final confirmation, but certainly there are many reports. Are you more hopeful that Raya might be home? What kind of pressure are authorities putting on those brokering these deals to make sure that a mother comes back to her children?
Well, to be honest, of course I have hope, but to be honest, I don't think Qatar, the Egyptians, the U.S. is putting enough pressure on Hamas. I mean, if they were putting pressure, so I guess Hamas would release my sister already, because there is no reason for them to not release her other than psychological welfare, being evil, beyond cruelty, as you said.
It certainly is. We cannot imagine what your whole family has been through. And as you say, to think that a 13th birthday was marked today, and Hilla doesn't have her mom with her. It really is unimaginable after all the trauma that she has been through. Very briefly, how is your whole family doing? How are you doing right now, and your extended family, as you wait for more word and potentially good news down the line?
Well, we are obviously very worried. We want Hilla to reunite with her mother. I don't know if you can see I'm very tired. I'm just doing interviews all day, but basically this is the only thing I can do now is to make the world hear what Hamas does and tell the world how wrong that is.
Yair Rotem, we hope for good news. We're so relieved that Hilla is home to better birthdays ahead in the future. Now we wait for word that Raya should come back and all the hostages should come home safely. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Yair Rotem.
Thank you.